Hello and welcome to Scrapping on the Fly. My name is Kristen and it's Sunday, so I'm here with Scraplift Crafternoon, where me and my friends get together, find inspiration, and scraplift it. And this scraplift is a Cocoa Vanilla Design Team layout that they found, I believe Tara found. And so it's full of color and lots of fun. I'm super excited. So I am going to use my Paige Evans Splendid because I have tons of paper left from this collection and not a whole lot of anything else. So I want to try and get some of this used up. So I've got a project pad as well as a paper pad. I have some of the chipboard embellishments left, and I have some of the embellishments and florals. And I'm going to document this picture of me and my sweet friend Courtney, and hopefully get all the colors and flair and fabulousness on here. And use up some of these things. And then I have some inks that I'm going to use on my layout as well. So I can pretty much get what's going on this layout. So I've got my papers, my embellishments, my inks, my picture, and this awesome layout. So let's see how this goes. So I did not make you watch me trim out all these. A lot of these came from a branding strip or border strip page that came from the paper pad. And so I cut any of them that had a predominant color in them, that was like a main color. I didn't want anything that was multicolored, that was like evenly different colors. I wanted it to stick with that same theme of that upside down rainbow effect. So I've got pinks and reds and oranges and yellows and greens and blues. I didn't bring the purple in because there is a little purple in this collection, but not a lot. So I just left that off. And I also didn't have you watch me distress the sides of all of them. Now, some of these are like a little bit bigger than a 1/4 inch, but not as big as a 1/2 inch wide. And they're a little harder to distress, so I just use my fingernails to give them that distress look. I did try using my Tim Holtz, and for those inch wide strips, it was a lot easier. But when with the thinner ones, it's hard to hold on to them and distress those without risking tearing them completely. So I just started at the bottom, because their layout is actually reversed as well. So I started at the bottom with the pinky red colors and went up from there. I did split the red and the orange because they're very, very similar. So I put the pink in between, and any color that I didn't have enough of, I went in my paper pad and just trimmed, a 1/2 inch or 3/4 of an inch or an inch wide strips, and then, like I said, distress them all. And then I went back and forth with them. I wasn't super cautious about the length. I just trimmed a little off of every one of them and just went back and forth with them being further over to the right and further over to the left. And now I am going to mat my picture. I trimmed it down a little bit because there was a bunch of like stuff from behind. We were in my office. She had come by my office, and we were having a happy day because we both were struggling, and she was exchanging books. She had borrowed some of my books, and I had the next couple of books for her. And so she came by to pick those up so we could have a little happy chat because she'd had a rough day at school. And so this is our happy picture showing all the rest of our friends that we got to see each other. And so before I put her picture on there, though, I did take all my different inks that I had, Uncharted Mariner, Twisted Citron, Squeeze Lemonade, I can't remember, maybe Carved Pumpkin, and I think it's the raspberry, squeeze raspberries, or not squeeze raspberries, picked raspberries. I think those are the colors I used. So I got those on there first because I don't want to have to worry about the picture. So I went ahead and splattered first and tried to make sure I got a little bit of drippage on the white on the outside. And it's not fully dry while I'm working, so I end up getting ink on my hands, which is fine. I don't care. I get messy when I work, and that's okay with me. So I'm just tucking things in their color family, like this bird, the little leafy bit, and then I've got like little tags that I've tucked in that I will go back later and write like the date on one of them, and maybe even a little note on the other. I've got these little word phrases. I don't use all the word phrases over there on the side, but I do use most of them. And I am going to bring in a couple other things because I completely forgot I had a thicker set for this Splendid collection. And oddly enough, it was stored with my papers. I just didn't pull the little folder out that I had them in. I have a folder of scraps from this collection. Y'all, that's when you know you have too much stuff. I didn't say that out loud. So the other thing that I'm going to add to this layout is some flair from the Flair Hut that I have. And I wanted to add some more colors and didn't have a ton of stuff, like I said, embellishment-wise, left except like wordy things. And I wanted some like icons or just florals or something. So I pulled some flair out. And then this little circle I put down, it says something about fresh squeezed or something. I'm going to cover that part. I just wanted a little color there. And I've got this little embellishment that says something about being happy together or something like that. I'm going to have to pull my layout down. I should have it in front of me while I'm doing my voiceover, you all. I don't know why I don't remember to do that. But it is right behind me. So I do pull some of the florals out from this collection because I did want to add those on here. And so I get some florals and tuck those in some places. That little oval says think happy thoughts. And so I tuck the little florals in, like a couple of the blue ones, a couple of the yellow ones, a couple of the orange ones, and a couple of the pink ones. And I am going to come through and cover the little hole in the middle in a few minutes with something. So the other thing that I am going to add, I think, is, like I said, I found the thicker set that I forgot I had. And I pull a couple of word phrases off of the thicker set because there wasn't a lot of icons there either. I do pull a couple hearts off to add a little gold shine on here. But other than that, I mostly am just color matching, tucking little things like doing what I want. I've tucked a little word in here. This is trust. One says best friends for life. One up in the green says a gift for you. Because I did give her a gift and she left it behind. But that's okay because I'll keep it and give it to her. She accidentally dropped it. So I have it. It was just a pin that I bought her to put on her lanyard for school. There are those... the thickers that I found. And I pull, that's the one that I pull, that little red one says right here. And I think other than that, the only thing I pull off of there is a couple of gold hearts that I put up in the blue and down in the reddish orange color down at the very bottom left corner. And then I put a title on here that just says hello. And then I'm going to add the flare. I add one in green, orange, red, and the blue, just to give it a little extra pop of color. And not that this is lacking in color at all, but I just felt like it was going to bring a little bit more dimension and texture to my layout. And other than that, I'm going to come in with some gold stickles called Goldenrod. And I add those to the center of all the flowers that I add, because there's a little hole in the middle of each of those Paige Evans flowers. And so I add one little gold dot in the middle of each of those. And I love the way that looks because it just brings a little bit more of a pop out. Plus, like I said, I put those two gold hearts on here. And so it brings the gold to the layout in a few more places as well. And then there's like a little puffy at the bottom that says the details. And I'm going to write a little journaling on the very bottom of this layout in the white. So here is that original layout again. Looks like the original creator's name is Anna, and she's on the the design team for Cocoa Vanilla, which of course is one of my favorites. And I guess I could have used Cocoa Vanilla papers, but I really want to get this Paige Evans collection used because I've had it for a little while. So here is the close-up. Look at my sweet friend. She's just the best. And that is it. So I hope that you all will come back and join us again. The ladies who are scraplifting with me this week will be listed below, as well as on the playlist that this is connected to. So I hope you'll go check them out because they are phenomenal and I absolutely adore them. And all of our styles are so different, but you can still see the same layout, kind of where it comes from and everything. So I hope you all have a great day. Hope you get a chance today to do something you love with someone you love, and happy scrapping.